everybody. So it's Sunday. That means it's time for family movie night. And this week, I was just feeling like something I'd actually planned this week way in advance. And I kind of thought of doing this movie as a Easter movie. So it's like a post-Easter movie. But it really was a joy to watch. This week's pick for family movie night is the movie Harvey. I've loved this movie for a long time. This movie came out in 1950. It was something about watching it in 2018. I found it especially beautiful and moving and lovely and wonderful. It's directed by Henry Koster and stars Jimmy Stewart and Josephine Hull, and is based on the play by Mary Chase. And I guess they recently did a Broadway revival of the play with Jim Parsons, which would be interesting to see. But the heart of the story of Harvey is that Jimmy Stewart plays this man named Elwood P. Dowd, who has a best friend who is a 3.5 inch tall rabbit named Harvey.
Oh, Dowd's my name, Elwood P.
Does Elwood see anybody these days?
Oh, yes, Aunt Ethel. Elwood sees somebody.
Yes, Aunt Ethel, he does.
And now, Aunt Ethel, I'd like you to meet Harvey. Harvey, you've heard me speak of Aunt Ethel Chauvenet. She's one of my oldest and dearest friends. Who's Harvey?
A white rabbit, 6 feet tall.
6 feet? 6 feet, 3.5 inches. Now, let's stick to the facts.
Harvey is described as a puka, which is a creature from Celtic mythology. That I guess in the Celtic mythology, they particularly are friends to the outcasts and the people who don't fit in. Well, that is the case with Harvey and with Elwood. And the thing that's so great about Elwood is that he is so positive, a joyful, cheerful, lovely little thing. And the thing I think that makes this movie so great is the performances are so wonderful and the script is so great. You can tell that it was based on a play because it's just very carefully written. And there's so many wonderful quotable quotes and scenes with that Jimmy Stewart is so great in doing. I love when he says, "So far, I haven't been able to think of any place I'd rather be. I always have a wonderful time wherever I am, whomever I'm with. I'm having a fine time right now." So that's sort of the character of Elwood. He is just positive and happy and sees the good in people. And it is through Harvey that somehow he is able to do this. That it gives him sort of the person that allows him to have the clarity to see the good in other people. And you have the feeling that if Harvey was gone, then he would be in a dark place.
My mother used to say to me, she'd say, "In this world, Elwood, you must be," she always called me Elwood. "In this world, Elwood, you must be oh so smart or oh so pleasant." Well, for years I was smart. I recommend pleasant. You may quote me.
He kind of teaches all of the characters this lesson, that the importance of Harvey throughout the course of the movie. And of course, Vera, his sister, hates Harvey and is all up in arms about it, very frustrated. Josephine Hull's won an Oscar for her role here. She's very funny, really great. And but even she by the end kind of sees the importance of Harvey and how it's allowing him to see the good in even her. There's this great scene where she's gonna have him be taken to the sanitarium, and the doctor says, "Your sister was here trying to get me to have you admitted." Vita, his sister's name is Vita. What am I saying? Vera. Vita. He says, she did all of that in one day. Which is just really a funny response to somebody that's trying to have you committed to.
This sister of yours is at the bottom of a conspiracy against you. She's trying to persuade me to lock you up. Today she had commitment papers drawn up. She has your power of attorney and the key to your safety box. And she brought you here.
My sister did all that in one afternoon. That Vita certainly is a whirlwind, isn't she?
Moved by this movie because everybody is so like hostile and angry, and I'm not saying they don't have reasons to be hostile and angry, but I don't know, there's just something about this character and this outlook and this positivity, seeing the good first, that was really moving to me, and it was really comforting and sweet, and so it's so well written. I love when he says, I plan to leave. You want me to stay. Oh, an element of conflict in any discussion is a very good thing. It shows everybody is taking part and nobody is left out. I like that. So that's the character of Elwood. He wants everyone to feel loved. He wants everyone to feel not even just loved, everyone to feel important, like their opinion matters and that their work matters. And he's a great listener. And I think that's one of the things that draws people to, like there's a great scene where he actually becomes the therapist to the shrink, and the therapist starts telling him all of his great desires to basically like be lazy and drink beer and things, and it's such a great scene.
Where I'd go.
Where?
I'd go to Akron.
Akron, oh yeah.
There's a cottage camp just outside Akron, in a grove of maple trees. Green, cool, beautiful.
That's my favorite tree.
I'd go there with a pretty woman.
Oh.
A strange woman. A quiet woman.
Oh, under a tree.
I wouldn't even want to know her name. Well, I would be just Mr. Smith. And I would send out for cold beer.
No whiskey?
No. Then I would tell her things that I've never told to anyone. Things that are locked deep in here. And as I talked to her, I would want her to hold out a soft white hand and say, poor thing. You poor thing.
There's a thing that Harvey can stop time. And that's also, there's something sort of peaceful and lovely about that too. You know, Harvey can look at your clock and stop it, and you can go anywhere you like with anyone you like and stay as long as you like. And when you get back, not 1 minute has ticked by. That is so sweet and lovely. And I think that also, like, pretty much across the board, not only is Jimmy Stewart great, is Josephine Hull great, but all the performances I think are great. I really like Peggy Dow is Miss Kelly, the nurse. It's just a small role, but I really like. I like Charles Drake as Dr. Lyman, as Cecil Kellaway as Dr. Chumley. They're all really great at the sanatorium. I think that Victoria Horn is funny as Myrtle. It's just pretty much, I could go down even just some small roles. I think that they are really, really good.
I took a course in art last winter. I learned the difference between a fine oil painting and a mechanical thing, like a photograph. The photograph shows only the reality. The painting shows not only the reality, but the dream behind it. It's our dreams, Doctor, that carry us on. They separate us from the beasts. I wouldn't want to go on living if I thought it was all just eating and sleeping and taking my clothes off. I mean, putting them on. Oh, Doctor!
Mrs. Simmons, steady now, steady.
I really love Harvey. I think it's a great film, and definitely one you should watch with your whole family and have some laughs, have some thoughts, have some feel-good family entertainment. So let me know what you think about Harvey. Do you like it? Is it one of your favorites? I'd love to know, and maybe what your favorite part in the movie is. And please subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!